Welcome to Connect2STEM Online, presented by the University of Arizona Health Sciences. My name is Carly Flater, and I am a student at Arizona School for the Arts. Thank you for joining us. So our guest today is Rachel Baldwin from Banner Health. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course. So with your help and guidance, we are going to learn about cooking up science. So let's get started.
All right.
Will you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
For sure. I am a diet technician and I am credentialed. So we diet techs work with dietitians. We work to support them in clinical, like at the hospitals. Sometimes we're out in like the neighborhoods and the communities providing education. And then there's even sometimes we work in kitchens.
That's super cool. And what are some of the main food groups we should have in our daily diet?
Sure. So some of the main food groups that we should all have in our main diet is fruits and vegetables, grains, proteins, and the USDA also recommends dairy. So some things, the fruits and vegetables are probably the most recognizable. Fruits, you have your apples, oranges, bananas, kiwis, melons. Vegetables, you have your broccoli, your carrots, your green beans, cauliflower. Grains is probably the one that people are like, what's a grain? Grains are really easy when you break it down. It's breads, pastas, oats, rice, things like that. And then proteins is your meats, so like chicken, fish, beef, pork, things like that.
Nice. So why is a healthy diet important to our overall health and well-being, even at an early age?
So we want to incorporate healthy foods into our diet because it helps us grow strong muscles. It helps us think clearly and have energy throughout the whole day. And we really want to be able to stay in a good mood. It helps regulate our moods and it helps us not get sick often.
And what are some ways that we can incorporate math and science into meal preparation?
So this one was a little tricky. So I thought of it like this. Let's say you're making a meal for your family and you were going to make spaghetti with tomato sauce. So you're going to need like a box of spaghetti. But what if you don't have a big family? So you'll need like half a box. So you'll need to get your spaghetti. And when noodles aren't cooked yet, they're very hard. So you'll need your spaghetti. You're going to need to get one large pot. You're going to need to get 5 to 6 cups of water and get it to start boiling. And when water's boiling, it's really hot and it's bubbling. And so that's when you break your noodles and you put them in the water. And the science portion is when the water is very hot and then the hard noodles are in there, they start cooking. And what's happening is that starch in the pasta is absorbing those water molecules. And that's what makes your pasta soft. So that way you can eat it. And that's where math and science come in.
Super interesting. And what inspired you to go into this field? Is there anything that made you interested in diet?
I actually really liked farming as a kid, and I always wanted to be outside and like watch the plants grow, and I just liked animals. And the next best thing to farming was nutrition. So I did a little quick sidestep, and I was like, well, you grow food and then you eat it. So I'll learn about nutrition. And that's how I got started in nutrition.
That is so fun. I love that. So we are almost out of time. Is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
The last thing I'd like to share with everybody is make sure you eat a variety of fruits, vegetables, grains, and proteins. That's how you get the most nutrients in your body, and that's how you keep it as healthy as possible.
Thank you so much, Rachel, for joining us and sharing this super important information.
We would also
like to say a special thanks to our sponsors, Cox Communications and the AZ SciTech Institute. Stay tuned to this channel for more Connect2STEM Online. Bye.
Bye.